Hey, what's going on? You know who it is, you know what it is. All right, man. I'm just gonna talk about, this Triple G shit, boxing fans, boxing, the media. I'm gonna just tackle every subject. Okay, first of all, let's just talk about this whole Canelo Triple G debacle. Basically they're at a stalemate with, what's going on with the fight. Now, apparently, as 7-8 said, the weight has been agreed upon 160. But the money is the problem. What I'm trying to understand about Triple G, and I don't even want the opinion of the Triple G fans because you guys can't talk logic. On what grounds does Triple G deserve like a big portion of the pay-per-view revenue? If you ask me, $10 million is more than generous for Triple G with his resume. Whether we like it or not, Triple G has yet to fight a top tier fighter, a pound for pound, a future Hall of Famer at 34 years of age. These are facts, and you can't dispute that. I mean, you guys get so impressed with watching him knock out people, which he knocks out nobody. I'm supposed to be impressed with him knocking out bums, mediocre competition, or guys who don't have the experience to fight him. Okay, I'm supposed to keep being impressed by that. $10 million was more than generous of Canelo Alvarez. And he should have took the money. So they think they supposed to, let's just say the fight does, I don't think it's going to do no 4 million pay-per-views. I'll go on record to say I doubt that fight. I will say at best this fight does over 2 million pay-per-views. I think it'll do at best between 2.5, maybe 2 million, which will still generate a lot of money. So let me get this straight. Triple G thinks he should get like 10 million up front and then an additional 15 million, so where he makes anywhere to $25 million off this fight. And he hasn't even put in the work, and then he shies away from potential competitive fights. This is fact. He didn't want to fight Andre Ward because Andre Ward would kick his ass. Doesn't seem to be interested in fighting James DeGale. Doesn't seem interested in fighting Lara. See, it's funny how you motherfuckers use money as an excuse to justify your guy not fighting somebody, but then when you say money is an issue when it comes to somebody you don't like or you rooting against, then you want to holler that dude is a pussy and he's scared and all that type of shit. It's just looking more and more like Triple G is looking for a gigantic cash out and he gonna get the fuck out of boxing. And that's why they won't be no Daniel Jacobs fight. They are not going to take any fight that they feel that is 50-50 on their part. Daniel Jacobs is a 50-50 fight. Yes, he's been stopped before. But if he lands something flush on Triple G, I guarantee you Triple G is going down. You can book that. It's a 50-50 fight. It comes down to who lands something meaningful first. And a 50-50 fight for Triple G, that's too high of a risk. Triple G wants a 70-30 fight. And he gonna keep finding those kind of guys because there's plenty of them out there. They'll find another dude, they'll fight him, and then they'll, mysteriously have this dude ranked as the number 3, number 4 contender, try to say, oh, this is a solid fight. He'll more than likely be somebody undefeated. Somebody that they gonna look up from the boxing catalog, because we've seen this pattern before. So if you ask me who's to blame right now for the fight not being made, it's Triple G's fault. They looking for 1 or 2 big cash outs and they gonna get the fuck out of boxing. Triple G ain't trying to be no legend. He ain't trying to be a Hall of Famer. The dude is playing off the hype, but which it backfired on him as of last week. And now people see a lot of weaknesses and kinks in his armor. So now they're scrambling to try to find a way, to immediately make this fight or sign to fight Daniel Jacobs, somebody like that, because this is fact. When if Triple G went after anybody that called him out, there will not be no risky fights from here to possibly September. And Triple G should take the motherfucking money. That's fact. You guys can't get around that. You Triple G fans, he could do nothing wrong in y'all eyes. Like I said, it's everybody else's fault but Triple G. So since you guys can't talk logic, just stay the fuck off my channel. I don't want you on my channel. If you say something stupid, I'm gonna block your ass, and I fucking mean that shit. I mean, if you want to debate, let's debate, but keep it respectful. Don't come on the air talking about all this stupid shit. Cause like I said, I got rid of one dude after I put his ass in his place. He trying to come on my channel and try to talk all sensible. Nah, fuck that. But anyway, let me get back to the thing with the other boxers. I can tell by the way Andre Ward is talking, he's frustrated. And so it's a lot of other boxers, because this dude just continues to get passes from the media. Well, not now. I think the media is starting to see what's going on, and I think even they're getting tired of it. Now, we already know Dan Rafael, aka Dan Ray Fat, is going to protect Triple G to the fullest. He's going to protect Triple G from anything. And Andre Ward is absolutely right. Had Andre Ward drug up somebody from two-weight class, let's just say let's just say he grabbed somebody from welterweight or 154 who have never fought at 175 and made them take that fight. Andre Ward would get ran out of boxing. But Triple G and his stupid fans were sitting up saying, well, at least Kell Brook stepped up to the plate where nobody else didn't. And they still living by this myth that he's the most ducked and feared fighter on the planet, and he's not. Several fighters have already said they'll fight the dude. So how is he the most feared fighter? And how come the people that call him out, they don't make offers to them? So you kind of see that. See, Triple G, the whole myth to him is, most of it is myth, and I'll say 75% hype, and the rest is just fear. Because a lot of people buy into that shit about he's the most feared and devastating punching power and all that kind of shit. So some dudes go in there intimidated, when they really shouldn't. Because Triple G, all you got to do is hit the motherfucker, because it's like, he can't fight going backwards. That's been proven. Somebody with a long reach and some decent power is going to exploit that. We already know that. So, I mean, come on, man. All you got to do is go in there feeling that you could do damage to this dude. And then who knows what happened. Yes, his power is, his power will always come into play. But like I said before, speed and power can be neutralized. It's always a way to get around that. That's been proven. The hardest punchers don't always win the fight. I keep telling you. Thomas Hearns hit harder than Marvin Hagler, but Marvin Hagler still knocked him out. Julian Jackson, in which most people feel is the hardest puncher in the history of boxing, he lost fights. He got outboxed. He got stopped. The fights that he lost, every fight that he lost, he got stopped. Mike McCallum beat his ass, stopped him. So power ain't always the key factor in the fight, and that's what you guys got to understand. But y'all don't seem to understand that. At the end of the day, it still come down to skills. Of course, it's great to have power, but at the end of the day, what if you can't just strictly rely on your power? What if it comes to a day and time that you just have to flat out rely on your boxing skills? The knockout is always good in boxing, but you should always prepare yourself to go the distance, not look for a knockout. That's why a lot of these knockout artists, when they fought people that can box and that they couldn't knock the fuck out, they didn't know what to do. They couldn't handle it. A flat out good boxer with ring IQ will always beat a brawler. Always. Because in boxing, you still have to think. That's what you guys don't think when you comment on my channel. But, I mean, it's cool. But as far as the blame game go, it's swinging. When I say if you had a scale meter, you know, if you had a meter or, you know, a tipping scale, it's leaning more towards Triple G's side. Because a lot has been revealed about Triple G over the last week. You know, it's been revealed that he could be beatable. And it's also being revealed that he could be tough to negotiate with as far as a fight goes. Because how much money do y'all think he should make? Would y'all think he should make 30 million off Canelo? You know, that's what I mean. The dude don't want to pay his dues. So you think you supposed to get 25 million out the gate for your first marquee fight, but you ain't put in the work. And then your fans don't seem to understand that. They really don't understand how boxing works. But they think they do, and they don't. So, I'm going to say this once again. It's up to us as fans to put pressure on Triple G. Like I say, you guys believe in him so much. Tell him to take the fight. Tell him to take the 10 million and make the fight. And if he wins, hey, I'm all for them putting a rematch clause in the contract. Let's just say it's a close fight. Triple G gets a rematch right away. Or, you know, I'm all for that. But as far as him thinking that he gonna have one or two big payouts and then get the hell out of boxing, if I'm Canelo, I'm like, okay, nah, you're not gonna get away with that. Not with me. You're not finna use my name, you know, to make a huge payday, get out of boxing, and then, you know, live off me, off what I did. So, yeah, I understand. I understand completely. Like I said, y'all the ones that don't seem to understand. I get it. I always have got it. But the bottom line is, this fight needs to be made. It needs to be made sooner than later. Because I'm basically tired of seeing Triple G dance around top flight competition. And then Tom Lofter sitting up saying, well, look what he's doing. He's knocking guys out. But just like an owl, who are you knocking out? I'm gone, man.